You a Star Wars fan? Because you'll be amazed at number one, that a lot of women might be into the shit that you're into, but you're so worried about her judging you that you don't give it half a chance. But also some of the things that you're not into, you'll be amazed at how women would want to get into it because they want to get closer to you.
A lot of times they say shit like, "Oh, I'm free on weekends," or I'm usually free on Thursdays," or whatever the hell. So if it makes sense, then I schedule a date.
If she really liked you from the get-go, there would be no reward system you would have to look for to do anything for, right? Because it would automatically be there, And I like to do this in conversations sometimes. When you're speaking with somebody and you'll hear a girl say something like, "I'll never do this," or "I don't like this," or "I don't like that." And then you'll notice you'll say, "Nah, I kind of like it. I like it when blah, blah, blah." And she's like, well, yeah, when you say it like that, I like it, and it's just kind of like, yeah, you switched up awfully fast for somebody that just really said they don't like something. And so, there's always been clues out there for fellas to understand, like, yo, if they really like you, they will change their whole political party.
They're not giving her real instruction. They're not letting her know what it really is. And most dudes don't do it. Most dudes don't say what it is because they're afraid to hear no, or they're afraid to bring up sex too early and all of this and all of that. But the bottom line is this. Either, again, and somebody said it, either she's feeling you or she's not. You understand? Either she's feeling you or she's not. We got to stop all this nonsense, man. Guys are too afraid to hear no, and it's like I'd rather hear no than to waste 2, 3, 4 dates and time spent, money spent, and all this other shit just to find out that you wasn't feeling me any damn way. You see what I'm saying? But so with me, first date is cool. If you don't want to do it on the first date, no problem. You could be on your period or whatever it is. There's a lot of things that could be off on the first date, right? It doesn't matter. But second date, you gotta know what it
is. For me, I like exclusive vagina to me. And that's because I don't want to catch nothing to have my later years messed up. And I like to stroke without no condom on. It feels great.
Oh.
So I like it.
So you like to be hugged by the sugar walls? You like to be hugged?
Yeah. I like that velvet, plush velvet. The smoothness. So,
but even then, Jay Roman, I hear you.
He don't get up for nothing. You understand what I'm saying? So, and the reason is because he has to conserve his energy to do 3 full workouts a day up until his competition date. You understand? So when he's in season, he literally just works out as hard as he can. Then he sits on the couch and his wife brings him everything. The only thing she don't do is fucking piss for him, right? So what I'm saying is, it's one thing to have a wife that does it, because you said earlier, these were the words you used. You said a woman who says, "Oh, I rock with this dude, so I don't mind doing this." But see, it's a difference between a woman who doesn't mind and a woman who cheerfully wants to do it. Understand the position of a simp. Make sure you understand the position of a friend zone nigga. Make sure you understand that a man doesn't do anything for nothing. You understand? So run the game, be careful, and do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. And that's right there, Jay Roman. And that's the problem. Your main chick should always be prioritized over all the new chicks. Right? The new chicks should not get preferential treatment. Right? So what would make it difficult for a lot of women is if you're giving girlfriend treatment to the new chick. Right? So this is why when you very first meet women, you have to establish boundaries and parameters where they got to earn everything. So that way, when the main chick is with you and she knows you're dealing with new women, she knows they have to go through the gauntlet too. They just don't get shit quicker. Like
the labyrinth, streets be the maze. Hosts on the mic, carry K-sets in the blaze. Sagging, Miles Cunham with the game so tight. J. Roman lit the torch, keeping it right. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law. Carry K drops jewels, the crowd enthralled. Words cut deep, no need for brawls. Miles Cunningham, tactic sharp like a dagger. Navigates the game, makes the haters stagger. Journey to manhood, no easy feat. Lessons from the masters, words concrete. J. Roman with the keys, opens the door. Manhood's the path, gotta crave for more. Manhood's the challenge, skill set to master. In a world moving fast, gotta move faster. Trap beat, pounding 808, shake the floor. Guided by the host, wisdom like law.
Oh.
Yeah. With my fucked up voice. Back at it.
Manhood's the challenge, no easy feat.
Oh shit! What's going on, fam? My voice is still
chilling, man. Happy Christmas, happy holidays, Merry New Year, and all that cool shit, man. You know,
happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, you know, whatever y'all celebrate and shit.
Yeah, whatever y'all
don't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, happy all the holidays, Chanukah, you know, all that.
There you go.
Bagel people shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got the video.
All right, cool.
Let me turn on. Should I turn? You know what? Let me know if you want to do the video before I turn on the phone lines, because you know.
You know what? Yeah, let me take this banner off real quick. We're gonna do the video first. Fuck that.
Let's do the video first, and then
go ahead and whenever you're ready, we're gonna get right into it. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and plug the joint. If you don't define the relationship, she will.
That's a fact.
This is what guys don't understand. A lot of you guys, and I dropped a recent video talking about guys who go with the flow.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. That's very, very dangerous for you to go with. Women go with the flow.
Yeah.
Women go with the flow. Whether you have direction or not, women will go with the flow. Now, what guys have to understand is that if you don't have a sense of direction, a woman will provide one for you, but you're not going to like it.
That's facts. That's
you
true.
will never like it.
That's true.
You will never like it, right?
You know, and I'll say this too, man. Even sometimes if you I'm sorry. Are you good, man? My bad. I mean.
No, you got it, Miles. You got it.
Yeah, real quick. So if you sometimes even when you do define the relationship and you set certain things in motion, the woman can still try to manipulate and do it where they'll follow your lead, but when it's convenient for them. You get what I'm saying? And then they'll find loopholes. You'll find that's why you got to be careful when you're dealing with like a certain type of female, especially these smart females. You know what I'm saying? They will figure out ways to use your consistency against you to redirect and manipulate shit when it's convenient for them. You understand? So you got to be careful and you got to make sure that this is why you can't just go with the flow. Like you still got to check a chick. You still got to you set the course and then she'll try to grab the wheel and turn it a little bit from the passenger seat. But you got to be like, hey, get the fuck off the wheel, bitch. I got this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because these chicks they'll find little loopholes to fuck with you, and they'll use your own consistency against you. You understand? To try to redirect shit. You understand? Yep. So you got to be careful with this, especially in long-term relationships.
Oh. And see, and guys, and I know you and L talk about it. We all talk about it. What up, J. Roman? When y'all talk, my nigga got on the joint. My nigga got on
the Argyle.
What's up, bro? What's going on?
My nigga J. Roman got on either you going to church or you just came back.
One of the two, nigga.
It's Saturday, man. We don't go to church on
We
Saturday.
don't go to, okay.
All right. So were you and the wife just listening on the radio and shit? Y'all were listening to some sermons and shit?
So, morning breakfast is
okay.
gotta take time to get dressed.
You gotta
okay.
throw on the joint with the collar.
Holiday family.
Sometimes you gotta present yourself in a different manner.
There you go.
Previously, so
there you go. My man got the full Argyle with the heavily starched collar. Okay.
Yeah, It looked like he might cut his neck.
Rough.
Yeah, he might cut a jugular vein with that collar.
Nah, that shit smooth though. That shit smooth.
It is though. I can't front it is. So, Miles, before we get in, real quick, Miles. This is some real shit. Miles is one of the most solid motherfuckers I know, and I know we ain't like friends like that. We ain't never kicked it like that, but Miles is one of the most. Your lady, she's blessed. I don't know if she know that. She's blessed. Miles is a solid motherfucker. He is, dog. Like straight up and down. He's just a solid dude. You know what I'm saying? Solid dude. And I got the joint that you sent. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I hope enjoy that, man. Enjoy that.
Oh man. So you got anything you want to plug before we get into this, fellas?
Oh yeah, real quick, the Cunningham Elements. We still got the 25% off Christmas sale going. It's till the end of the year, so take advantage of that while you can. And of course, guys, make sure you go to badboymembership.com and take full advantage of the end of the year Bad Boy package, where you get like upwards of $2,000 worth of content for the regular price. You know, like if you ever was on the fence about joining the Bad Boy membership, the time is now. So make sure you go to badboymembership.com or mrlucario.com and sign up for the Bad Boy membership.
You could tell somebody don't know sports because they said you wearing a Detroit Lions hat.
What the
It's Detroit Tiger hat he's wearing. It's the Tigers, man. Detroit Tigers.
Tigers. You know, shout out to my ex-wife, born and raised in Detroit. Shout out to her and shit.
All right.
The 313.
Yeah, 313. Yeah, she still got that area code and shit. So, fellas, what are we talking about today? If you don't define a relationship, she will. We're just gonna get off into this video whenever you're ready, Miles.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Women are taught.
Can you hear that? Just making sure y'all can hear it.
Yeah, and we'll let it play all the way through and come back and give our commentary. Yeah. But I can hear it.
All right, cool. All right, let's go.
Women are taught what to want from men, but not what to be for men. Women are told what a man should be. He should earn this, or he should do this, or make me feel like this. But outside of looking good, cooking, cleaning, stuff like that, what is your purpose in a man's life? And I saw another clip where a girl was crying, talking about, she's sick of being lonely, she's sick of being single. But what I noticed was the entire time she was saying I, me, I, me. And she never brought up once what this hypothetical dream man that she's looking for will get by having her outside of just vibes, right? Why do you think that is? Why do you think there's such a disconnect between what women should be for men / what men should expect from women?
This is good.
First and foremost, let me just say this. And I've said this about dating with expectations. Don't do that, okay? Do not date. When you meet new women and you have these expectations of women, you're going to be set up for failure every fucking time. You're going to be disappointed every goddamn time. This is what guys have to understand. As the man, you set the woman's expectations for how you need her to move with you. You set her expectations. The problem with this guy and a lot of other guys, they expect women to be taught things before they get to the woman. And what you have to understand, do you know how many fucking males women encounter before they get to you? Do you know how many males? And here's the thing, because guys will say, oh, deal with a woman that has a strong father in her life where she was taught how to deal with men. Okay, let's go with that. Number one, her father is not a romantic love or sexual interest. So even counting that is weird, right?
Right.
But let me, that's weird. But let me say this real quick. I had a client. he had this girlfriend, and she had a strong family upbringing, both parents, and she would always come to him and say, well, my father says this and my father says that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happens when a woman has a strong father in her life, but a weak man that she's dating. She's always going to defer to her father over the man. So when guys say, oh, I want a woman who has a strong father, well, if you're a weak nigga, she's going to notice the difference between your weakness and her father's strength. So automatically, she's going to be comparing you to her daddy.
Facts.
So be mindful of what you ask for. Y'all got it.
Yeah. So the question here for the video, are women selfish? See, women are selfish. And I'll say this in general. We are all selfish. Every last one of us as human beings in general are selfish, whether we realize it or not, because selfish is literally just going. We move and we're motivated and we have thoughts, words and actions based on what we desire. It's literally it. Now, there are times when what we desire are beneficial to others. And so you can have value. You can be a blessing onto others and you can bring value for others. But understand that anything that you do is selfishly motivated, right? Because us doing the show, we do it because there is a side effect. There's a side effect. There is an added value that we bring value to other men who listen to the show, and some women too who listen to the show, hear what we got to say and take that information and figure out a way to ingratiate it into their lives to enrich their lives in some aspect based on our experiences, based on our knowledge and wisdom. Right. But at the same time, let's be clear. I like talking this shit. I like getting online with my man K-Zag and Jay Roman and Justin when he's available and spitting the shit that we spit on Saturday. I enjoy it. And that's where it starts first. That's the selfish motivation. And I like to hear myself talk a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of egotism in it as well.
I do too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to deny that. But at the same time, there is a side effect that others listen to the show and they get knowledge from what I'm talking about. And here's like a retroactive selfishness. There's a retroactive selfishness to it, too, because I wish that when I was younger, I could watch shows like this. I now produce shows like this. If you get what I'm saying. So there's a retroactive selfishness because for me, thinking about my younger self, and then that retroactive selfishness benefits another young man in my position when I was younger. So you see where everything is basically selfish. Do you understand? So I understand the need for what I do based on what I needed when I was a part of the demographic that I'm trying to speak to. You get what I'm saying? So I'll just say that first. But when it comes to women, there's a different kind of selfishness that comes with women. Women are an accessory to us as men. Women need the value that men bring. They need protection. They need resource. There's resources all around us, but a woman can only truly access it after we dig it out the fucking ground, get it out the mud and process it and put it in a more palatable form for them to be able to access it. You get what I'm saying? And that's why. So women need men heavy. You understand? And so the selfishness, I think, just comes from the fact that women are who they are by nature and how much they require in order for their purpose to be fulfilled. So what do I mean by that? And then I'm gonna wrap it up and pass it back to y'all. So they need our seed in order to fulfill their purpose. Right. In order to fulfill our human purpose of procreation, it starts with us with the seed. We put our seed in them and that activates them. So even when it comes to activation, they need us. And so I think when we say are women selfish, it's not just selfish. Is that I just think they have this if we understand it by nature, they have this absolute necessity when it comes to men, where it makes them seem like they're selfish, but it's really just their nature because they can't even really fulfill their purpose until we activate them. You understand? So it's not that they're selfish. It's just that they're waiting on us, basically.
That right there, and I'm gonna pass it to you, Jay Roman. you said activate their purpose, and that's really the impetus of what I want to get to, is that you, the man, have to give her purpose in your life so she has something to invest in. Real quick, Duke of Lux with the Norwegian $100, coffee or two. Nigga, I need to get a voice change, nigga. That's what I need. But go ahead, Jay Roman.
I'm trying to get my voice changed too, bro. The one thing that I always think about is that it's always our faults, right? It's always men's fault. And as soon as I hear something about a woman being selfish, I always think to myself, like, how many times have men or individuals have told her about herself? One thing I've noticed, when dudes break up, they don't really break up and explain to the woman why they're breaking up. They just bounce.
Right.
You know, I never heard a dude say, man, I sat her down, I told her these are the issues, and I left. Nah, usually the way I see most men move is they'll start kind of distancing themselves. You know, then maybe they might find somebody else or have another chick. Then she finds out, and then it gets a little messy, and then boom, you know, the relationship, you know, I can't be with you, and boom, it's over with. But that's how they wanted it in the first place. Instead of going to them and saying, hey, this ain't working, and this is why. These are the areas I think you need to improve in on your own, and we can't be together. Because that hasn't been done, to me, it has allowed ladies to move on to the next relationship thinking one thing about themselves. It was not me, it was him. Right? And so that's done over and over again, even when you encounter somebody. Maybe you're not together, and you hear a story, or she's talking, and you kind of look like, that's some silly shit, you know. But a lot of guys don't say nothing. They don't say, hey, I hear what you're saying, but I don't think you should do that to your man. That sounds like some silly shit. So to me, for men, the one thing that a lot of dudes lack is just the communication and talking to these women to explain, to say, hey, this is what's up. And because that hasn't been done, and it's not done on a mass scale, a lot of ladies walk around believing whatever they feel is right is right.
They don't think their shit stink. But ladies, it do.
Did you want to play it through again and stop it at certain points? Or all right, let's go.
Let's get.
Women are taught what to want from men, but not what to be for men. Women are told what a man should be.
Okay, he said, number one, I don't give a fuck what women are taught. That has nothing to do with me. And he said women aren't taught what to be for men. And shout out to Kevin Samuels, you know, God bless the dead, because he said something similar. He tried to insinuate that women should automatically be submissive for any man that's showing interest. That's impossible and highly unrealistic. Right. And the biggest reason why that's unrealistic is because not all men are the same.
Exactly.
Guys have to remember that how women show up for you is based on how they perceive you, the man. Like, now, a woman might have a default setting. Like, what I mean by a default setting is this. She might be courteous. She might be thoughtful of men that she really like. But what happens is, if she encounters a man who is weak, human nature kicks in, and she can't be the same bitch she was with the last dude, because you're too weak. Right. And eventually, even if she's not quote unquote a mean chick, eventually her reaction to you is gonna be negative because you're weak. Guys, you cannot show up as a passive weak guy and expect women to treat you like she would a guy who's more assertive, who has boundaries, and who has standards. It's not gonna happen. Go ahead, Miles, you got it.
All right.
But I can understand a little bit of what he's saying right there. It is when I came out to California, there's a difference between the emphasis of the ladies here compared to back home.
Mm-hmm.
right? So, and and maybe it just might be my family, but I see a lot of women back there where their mothers and grandmothers would say, "Hey, don't let that dude hit the door without having no food going on in that kitchen."
Mm-hmm.
Or how to keep a house clean, or how to manage a household,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they were taught that, as far as like when you're in a relationship, this is the things that you're going to be responsible for this style of guy that you want, right? Now, out here in California, it was more of go to school, get your own. Now, not saying that the ladies where I'm from didn't go to school. Like I know some attorneys, accountants, some women in some very high positions back home that still take care of home because, like you say, that was their default setting because it was taught to them by their grandma and their mother. And I think that's partly what he's kind of talking about, is that, those grandmas and mothers taught their daughters, like, this is what a man will probably want from you. And I say probably because, we're all different individuals, but this is a default sort of setting that you should be concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the things that he might be concerned about. So.
And I'll just say this, just to get back to the what I'm here for, the masculine identity. You understand?
Yeah.
This is every man has their own thing. I mean, yeah, we could discuss if there are certain general things that a woman should know. As far as keeping a house clean, being able to cook, certain other things. But at the same time, there's a lot we gotta respect that I'm different from the last dude. You get what I'm saying? We gotta respect that I'm separate from, let's just say all three gentlemen on this panel like steak, but I might like my shit, medium. Somebody else might like this shit medium well, medium rare, whatever. But the point of the matter is, you gotta cook my steak and make my sandwich how I like it. You understand? So things like that need to be respected. And a lot of that cookie cutter shit that we try to put on women, it sounds good, but it leads us to forget our own masculine identities and the details of how we need to train the women that we're dealing with individually.
That's a perfect way to put it. Cookie cutter. Let me throw this up here real quick. Why men should never have expectations of women. Expectations put you in a dependent position. See, he's dependent on women behaving a certain way instead of him dictating to the woman how she should behave, which is why every man should do this.
Right.
Women must have expectations set. Women don't move purposely in ambiguity. They move emotionally. See, what he's doing is what the average guy does. He tries to approach it with logic.
Right.
Well, logically, if a woman wants a good relationship with a man, she should be. That's not how women operate.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you first meet women, even attraction is an emotion. Sexual attraction is an emotion. So when you approach the dating scene with all of this logic, you're forgetting you're dealing with an emotional creature. And guys, this is why he said there's a disconnect. There's a disconnect with you being able to connect because you have these unrealistic expectations that a woman should automatically be a certain way.
Right.
When how a woman is directly correlated to the tone you set. You got it, Miles.
Earn this, or he should do this, or make me feel like this. But outside of looking, are told to be for men. Women are told what a man should be. He should earn this, or he should do this, or make me feel like this. But outside of looking good, cooking, cleaning, stuff like that, what is your purpose in a man's life? And I saw another.
I want to say something real quick. You know what's funny? It's that a lot of it's funny how it is a double standard in a lot of ways, because I honestly think that the majority of the things that women need to do and be for men may have a lot more differences and specificities than the other way around. Because as men, all of us need to be protectors. All of us need to provide resource. All of us need to dick them down like it's the only dick they would ever need. Like, it's like certain things that I know that I have to do for a woman. It seems that I got to do that shit for all bitches. in a certain type of way. I mean, of course, there's still going to be specificities on the relationship, but at the end of the day, don't it seem like there's just some major things that as men we always have to do for them?
But that's to me is that masculine identity, because we don't change, we stay consistent,
right?
And the consistency in us is the default by baseline,
right?
And so, yeah, there might be a woman that can pull something out of you, but really, I'm already made. So this is who I am, and I think that's the thing that when he made that statement to me, I felt like, well, you didn't communicate with her what you didn't focus on making sure the person is next to you. Like, I always give men advice. Once you have something set in your head, don't tell them what you're looking for. You just observe if they have it. Right? Because there's certain things that I want to see naturally. I want to see naturally that you're nurturing. I want to see naturally that you can be unselfish. I don't mind a woman being selfish. I feel like that's a default that the world has accustomed her to be.
Yeah.
Right? Because at some point she has to worry about her survival. Of course. And she knows that her survival is going to be connected to whatever she deems I need to get.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're moving in a similar fashion, but we have responsibilities though that are a little bit different. Because when we take on this woman, this family, this legacy, we create this umbrella that says, now I got to protect it all.
Yeah.
So, I think it's the consistency in us that says, hey, you're always going to get this.
Yeah.
You're always going to get this guy. You're always going to get the guy that says, hey, I'll pump the gas. Hey, don't pick that up. Hey, I'll take the trash out. That is not special to the woman. That's special to our identity.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're building our identity. And that's why Lucario and you focus on making sure you vet the woman that comes stand next to that identity.
Exactly. And, if a guys that want to get right on vetting women, please go to shoplucario.com. That is shoplucario.com. There is a program over there called How to Master the Vetting Process, where you get all the details step by step on how to best vet your women when you meet them and dating them and fucking them and trying to vet them for long-term or short-term relationships. So make sure y'all go over there and get that.
And I'll just give this example, right?
Yeah.
Real quick, J. Roman. Real quick. Let me say this. Go get that vetting process. Y'all need that like I need oxygen. Go get that.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Jay.
And this is why I'm kind of drawn to this group, because we understand that a lot of it is men's fault. It really doesn't have a lot to do with the women.
That's a fact,
right? So if you have a young lady and she dates this one dude and she just starts yelling and cursing at him and he says nothing. Then she dates another dude. He starts yelling and cursing at him. She says nothing. Dates another dude. He says nothing, right? She's going to feel like, you want to grab the caller, put him on hold real quick?
Yeah, 617. Just hold on 1 second. We'll get to you. Do not hang up. We'll get to you. 617. Just hold on.
No problem.
She's going to feel like she can continue to do this sort of behavior with everybody she dates. But if she's dating somebody and the first dude says, hey, don't talk to me like this, this relationship will be over. Right. And she does it again. And he goes, okay, well, I said it'll be over. We're done.
Right.
She gets in the next relationship. Same thing. Don't talk to me like this or it's going to be done. It's done. After a while, she has to say, you know what? I got to adapt the way I speak to people, because I won't be in these relationships for a long time because these guys don't put up with this behavior. Right. And so that's the thing. We've allowed so much behavior to be put up with that it seems to be okay. So it seems to be okay that I'm lazy. I don't vet. I just pick the next thing pretty to me, and then I blame her for being selfish, and I blame her for not being the person I wanted her to be.
Right. Exactly. Yep. 617, you are live on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
What's going on, guys? This is Omar, 27 in Boston. What's going on, guys?
All right. Omar, 27, Boston. What's on your mind, brother? Go ahead.
Well, first off,
this is Omar with the Omar real quick, because I want people to know Omar Gray, right?
Yes, sir. Omar Gray. Yes, sir.
Omar Gray, what's going on with you, bro?
Hey, first, I want to say thanks to J. Rome for catching me, because I'm very much such a fitted guy. I really got Detroit Lions and Tigers mixed up.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yo, clean fitted over there, Zach, bro. Appreciate, like, swear.
I am a Detroit Lions fan, so I'm a little sensitive right now because we just got put off of any type of playoffs. So get my team
On
right.
a good note, my 49ers are in it though. Go ahead, y'all got it.
Yeah, man. So for me, I'm kind of rocking the Philadelphia Phillies today.
Okay.
But that's just me right now. But so like I was noticing. Well, the one thing that J. Roman was saying, he said that what was it that to see if what you expect comes naturally. To me, that sounds like on some what's understood don't need to be explained. That's just how I see it. But
no, my part of my vetting process is that one time I made a mistake, right? I wrote down everything I expect from somebody, everything, and I gave it to the person, and they were able to curtail themselves to fit that design because that's what I was asking for. Yeah. And I was working on my communication, right? So the person turned out to be an excellent person, by the way. But however, I realized that what I did wrong was writing down
giving it
everything. And so I gave them the blueprint on me. And I wrote down what they would get from me. Right. So if somebody you want says, hey, this is everything about me that will get me, you say, okay, well, shoot, if I do these things,
they
it'll
can
work.
play that role.
And they could play that role. Now we had to touch on some things later on because it wasn't, once you start doing it and it's not really you're always going to default to who you are. Right. So a lot of times we try to make women fit into a certain thing instead of seeing who they are to see if they can adapt and fit. Right. And those are totally two different things because people can adjust and change.
I'm glad you said that because when we talk about compatibility, that's what that is. A lot of guys, they try to fit a square peg into a round hole with women because the woman is really pretty, they like her or something, and they really want it to work. So they try and force fit the situation. And to your point, and I know Miles and El, I know we talk about giving women instructions, but to your point, J. Roman, sometimes you got to sit back off in the cut and see what the bitch do on her own.
Facts.
Right.
Just to kind of see, right? But also, what guys have to understand, even when it comes to shit that women do on their own, you can't rely upon that 100% either. Y'all got it.
Like I'm the type of dude, right? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm the type of dude, like we're in a relationship or something going on. I might just give you $100, $300, $400 here just because. I like doing just because things. I don't like doing stuff on your birthdays. I don't even celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't celebrate that.
No, neither do I.
I'm a just because person. So I give you some money just because. Now you go and spend that money, spend all that $400 on yourself, or you spend the whole $500, $1,000 on yourself, and you don't come back with something for me. I already know how you is. Right?
Selfish bitch now.
No. Now
I mean, yeah.
Right. So something, right? Come back with something, but that lets you know the tendency of that person. Right. To be sitting there spending the money they just got from you and not think about you a little bit to bring you back something.
Right.
Like, it ain't got to be expensive, but just something. Come, hey, baby, I got the steaks that you really like. I got the meal, the lobster you really like. I spent maybe $200 on the food, and I spent the rest $800 on myself. See, I don't mind that, but it lets me know the type of mentality that person has. And I think a lot of guys need to understand, I'm going to have fun in my relationship and I'm going to go, but I'm always looking and I'm always seeing things. And I think you got to keep your eyes open, be observant when you're vetting, And to me, you vet until you get married. Like, even when you boyfriend and girlfriend, you still vetting.
You always vetting, really. Even after.
Really. You always
the entire time. You never
the entire time. So yeah.
Yep. But Omar, what else you got for us?
No, nothing else, man. Yo, thanks for the game, guys. Appreciate you guys.
All right. Hey, when you still doing that music, man? When you coming with some more music for us?
So Ray, I'm getting like I should be getting with my homie, the one who does all my edits, all my videos. I should be getting with him soon to go shoot and to go edit a new EP that I got coming. So this one in particular, I'll tell you what about this. This kind of came off of like inspiration off of certain events that took place when I was dealing with this one young lady over the summer. And like long story short, she left, she disappeared into thin air. And instead of crashing out, because that's a poor man's game, I took that opportunity to really make the art, make some art out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's so funny because shout out to King Dow, because I heard him say something on Instagram. He said, for artists, don't be afraid to go through things. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be because the shit you go through could be material.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, for the art, and that's exactly what I did.
Yep. Okay, that's what's up. And shout out to King Dow, man. Shout out to King Dow. Shout out to you, Omar Gray. You know, we look forward to hearing what you got coming, because I be checking your shit out, bro. Like a lot of them spins that you see on YouTube Music, that's me. I want you to know that. So because I be on the Media Mondays playlist. So I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you every time that I see my shit being played on Media Monday. That shit's ill.
Yes,
that
sir.
So ill.
Yes, sir.
I gotta show you guys what's been cooking up. And this one is gonna be, this next one that I got coming is gonna be really good. It's gonna be real sexy. It's gonna be real seductive, almost sophisticated too. So
okay,
that's what I can say.
All right, that's what's up.
Bro. Yeah, man.
Omar.
Hold on, Omar.
Omar, when you get a moment, put the link to your channel in the comments, so that way I can share it with people. Because bro, I think you have a dope style, and I'm actually looking forward to hearing more music from you too. So
yeah,
let's get it.
Right.
Let's check this out.
Yeah. Appreciate that. I can't. Yeah. This next. I would say not like. This next, especially video too, because I'm definitely, it's definitely a different. I would say, there's some different things being employed in it, like, so that I cannot wait.
Gotcha.
Until everything comes together.
I can hear the excitement in your stuttering, so that's great.
You don't want to give too much away right now, but he tried to show like, yeah, it's gonna be dope, but I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, he's excited. He's fucking excited. Don't let the stuttering fool you, because when he's on a fucking beat, this nigga's the smoothest nigga out. So let's get it. But
he got a dope rap style.
No, I know, Omar. Trust me. You know, I had a stuttering issue when I was coming up, and it's really, look, a lot of stuttering is based on the emotion. It's because you want to get the words out, but there's a lot of excitement inside you, and it's crazy. So it happens just like that.
Your mind is moving faster than your mouth and shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
Fam, and that's the thing. Even when you take it to music now as a lyricist, there's so many ways that I could go just to go down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's retarded.
But we appreciate you, Omar. Man, when you come out with that new music, make sure you come through Media Mondays, and we could really bust it open. Pause. All right.
You already know. Let's fucking get it, yo.
All right, peace, bro. Happy New Year. Peace. Oh yeah, and by the way, guys, this is the last show of the year, right? Pretty much.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
this is the last show of 2025. This is the last show of 2025. So yeah, man. So make sure y'all let's get it. I don't know. Are we moving to money on the calls? I'm not sure, because we've been doing free calls.
Miles, you and I, we're gonna have a conversation about that shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation. All right, definitely.
It's about that. It's about that time.
But and guys, the phone lines are open, man. The phone lines are open. So if y'all want to call in, go ahead. 844-672-7300. But I want to say this. The part of the beginning, right?
Women are taught what to want from men, but not what to be for men.
See, there's a reason I think that there's a reason for that. Do you understand? Because and I said this before, a lot of men expect reciprocation from women, and I honestly think it's a fool's errand, because what we bring to the world, what men bring to the world, is vastly different from what women bring to men. And I chose my words. I chose my words very purposefully just now, because what a man brings is beyond what we give to the woman. Because as men, if we're standing outside and calamity hits the fucking fan, who is ever near to us is under our protection by default, automatically. You got to understand that. Now, if we're out in the street and our family is near to us, our family is the first priority. But if you're on your way to work and you at the bus stop and some shit go down, the old lady, the woman, the teenager that's waiting for the bus too, it is your job by default to defend them, to protect them. It is what it is, and we all instinctually it's embedded in us. Why I tell you guys, we're the closest thing to God when it comes to this reality. So I think there's a reason why women are not really taught what to be for us, because at the end of the day, when they are standing in front of us, we have to tell them what to be for us. You see what I'm saying?
So, as individual men, we have to tell them, because that last dude, he might not care if you know how to cook, because he knows how to cook.
Exactly.
But this other dude, that might be his requirement. So that alone, guys have to understand that if you think women are the exact same in every relationship, no, they're not, bro. They're not the exact same woman in every relationship, because the men are different.
Exactly.
Right?
So
let me say this. Go ahead, Miles. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. No, you got it.
Oh, let me just say this real quick, okay? And this is why women must have expectations set for them. Let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
If a woman doesn't know what role she plays, what access she has, what behavior is rewarded, what behavior removes access, she will default to testing, reshaping the dynamic, extracting value without clarity, or attempting to redefine the relationship on her terms. It's kind of like when you think about a corporation. A corporation doesn't care about what you did at your last job. They don't care. What they tell you is, if you want a job here, this is how we need you to move. Now, we can look at your resume and we can see that you have some qualities that we're interested in. It's kind of like when you meet women and you have a conversation. You can see there's things that interest you in a woman. Mm-hmm. But when you get past the initial introduction and interaction and you get more into the meat and potatoes of it, the woman needs direction so she knows how to conduct herself. I'll give you another quick example, and I'll pass it right back to you, Miles. My ex-wife, one of my ex-wives, my last ex-wife, right? Because we got married first, and then we got a house together, and then we had kids, right? Mm-hmm. And I purposely did it that way because I had children out of wedlock, and I wanted to do it in a particular order. So I did it that way. So what ended up happening was we end up, cohabitating, and sometimes she would leave and she would be like, "Hey, babe, I'm going with my mom to go shopping," and she would leave, right? And she would like, well, she might say, "I'm going to this particular store," right? And she would go leave. So hours later, I'm like, "Is she good?" She said. So I would hit her up, and I'm like, "Hey, you good? Everything good?" Mm-hmm. And what I told her was, I said, "Look, when you leave the house, if you tell me I'm going with my mom to this store, in my mind, I'm thinking a couple of hours. Yeah. 5-6 hours passed. I'm hitting you up like, you good? Right? Yeah. Just to make sure you're safe." So what I told her was, I said, "Look, don't tell me I'm going to be gone for an hour or two. You can just say, hey, I'm going to go kick it with my mom. I'll be home later this evening." Right. And the reason why I wanted her to do that was because I don't need you to tell me every place you're going, but I need to know that you're safe. Mm-hmm. So what some guys might do is get like, "Oh, who the fuck she with?" No. If I have an expectation that you're coming home in an hour or two and it's 5 hours, I'm like, did she get into a car accident? Did something happen to my woman?
Right.
Right. So, and what it was, her past relationship, the guy was always gone. So she had all this freedom to just move around how she wanted. Right. So what I explained to her was, I'm not him.
Right.
So she had to adjust to me. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Real quick, can you go to one I think 1149 His Holiness and just put that up on the screen real quick?
Okay,
he's in all caps. He's in all caps.
Oh, I see it right there.
Yeah, so he says the farmer can't expect the world to produce his own product, right? The farmer produces and watch it nourishes others. You understand? And I think he's making reference to what I was talking about when men expect a certain level of reciprocation from women. Now, I can understand you expecting a woman to, in some ways have your back, like how you have her back and so on and so forth, sexual interest, I find her attractive. She finds me attractive and so on and so forth. But there's a lot of men out there that mistakenly are looking for like beat for beat exact reciprocation from a female. And that is a big mistake, because what you're ultimately doing is you're not fully realizing your own value. You're not fully realizing the uniqueness of what you actually bring to the table as a man. And honestly, I think as men, and this is something that I've been pondering too. It's like, especially a woman that you elevate to a certain position in your life. I think if she don't, all right, look at it like this. It's kind of like God provides all things down to the air you breathe. And the best thing we could do for God is show reverence, worship, and take the blessings given to us by God and be of value to others. You understand? So the thing is this. It's going to sound crazy, but if a woman is not worshiping you, meaning that she don't have a full and clear understanding of what you provide and the blessings that you bring, it's like if the woman don't realize how close you are to God, I don't think it's going to work. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of these women, they think they're on the same level as you. They think that just because they can do or say or provide something that is valuable to you, that they're on the same level as you. And so they lose a lot of that reverence and that respect. And that's where we start to get into, if you don't define the relationship, she will, right? Because imagine you explain to a woman what to provide. She provides it, not realizing that the main reason why she's even in the position to provide it is because you put her in that position. Just like how God puts human beings in the position to use their talents and gifts to be a blessing unto others, right? Like God put Michael Jordan in position to be a certain thing to us. God put, all these different talented people in a position to be a certain thing to us. But when they win their awards at the award show, what's the first thing they do? They thank God, because they understand this. And shout out to William Kahn with the 20. He says, cigars for all. It's been a great year for me, and just showing appreciation for all you guys do. Happy holidays. We have how many people watching? Come on and get the likes up at the minimum. Facts. Appreciate that, William. Appreciate that. Yep. But
thank you, brother. Appreciate you, William.
Yeah, I'm looking at it like, man, if a woman don't, I don't know, a woman got to look at you a certain way, man, especially a woman that you give a certain position in your life. And if she's not looking at you that way, and she's, talking back and all of this different shit, and she don't really realize her position and the fact that you put her in that position, it's I don't know, it's not going to work, because too many of these chicks think that just because they have the ability to serve you, that puts them on the same level as you. And it's not so. We have the ability to serve God, but we are not on the same level as God. And I think it should be shown the same way, all the way down the line, all the way down the hierarchy. You get what I'm saying? God, man, woman, child.
Man, it's so funny. I was with this discussion. I was watching this movie called Greenland last night. Anybody seen that movie, Greenland?
Good movie. Gerard Butler. Shout out to Gerard.
Right. But the whole situation happened because his wife just didn't listen.
Yo.
Right?
I mean, yo, if any, watch that fucking movie. You want to be mad at a bitch for
I
not?
saw that shit. I saw that shit. Yes.
Right. The whole thing happened because she just didn't listen because she felt a certain way about everything. And he said, hey, I'll be right back. I'll make it. And not only did she not listen, but then she gave up too much information, which got them kicked off the plane.
Yo.
Right? Got her kicked off the plane. Now, there's a part in the movie where he is, when you think you know better and he's give you clear instructions, this is what I want you to do. But you decide that I want to do something different. And I think that is dependence of ladies. Like, listen, if you choose, because this is all choices, right? If you choose a leader in your life, then listen to him. You chose that person, so you have to find a way to make sure that you choose somebody that you had all the qualities that you wanted. And if you don't do that, ladies, then here you are. But at this point, you're going to mess up whatever the plan was that he has. And whenever you don't, it's almost like when you run a play, but you don't run it with all your effort.
Right.
It'll never turn out correctly.
Exactly.
Real you won't know if it's the right play because you're always doubting the play and you haven't ran it completely.
Right.
So a lot of times I'm gonna have to say this, just ladies, like, run the play. You may doubt the leader, but you don't really know unless you run the play completely with enthusiasm.
Yeah. And you know, oh, sorry, go ahead, Jay.
Nah, because I could break down that movie Greenland because she got her kid snatched from her.
Nigga. Honestly, guys, go watch that fucking movie.
Right?
It's called Greenland and it stars Gerard Butler. If y'all need somebody, but it's called Greenland and it stars Gerard Butler. And shout out to House Only Wins. Part 2 is coming out in January. That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. But I was so mad at her because I was just like, man, if you had just listened, half this stuff wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't have been in the store by yourself. You wouldn't have got your kid snatched by yourself. And then at the end of it, it took 2 men in the barn to have a conversation. And he said, hey, we're gone right now. We're leaving right now. We're leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get us on this plane.
Yeah.
I don't care what it takes. I'm getting us on this plane.
Yeah.
And with him there, they got on the plane.
Yeah.
Right. So, but it also, it got messed up because she didn't want to listen.
And see, but that all starts, that wasn't the first time that she didn't listen to him. And see, this is what happens when you give women access into your life who don't deserve it. Anytime a woman questions or challenges your authority, that's a problem. Because what she's saying is she doesn't completely trust you. And Miles, you said it earlier, where you're driving and a chick is riding shotgun and she got her hand on the wheel. Turn here. Because although you're driving, she wants to have her input and have her hand on the wheel from time to time.
Yeah.
You cannot have that because your authority is compromised. And in that situation, he couldn't properly lead the situation because his authority is compromised because the bitch thought she knew better.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why in the very beginning, when you very first meet women, even if it's going to be something sexual, you don't know if it might turn into something more serious later if the chick play her cards right. You don't know that. So you have to be diligent and vigilant from the very beginning so the chick understands this is how this man moves. If I want to be a part of his world, I need to assimilate to how he moves. You got
facts. And not see. Okay, you could use the word assimilate, and I do agree with you. But I keep it's just in my mind. I keep coming back to this kind of biblical / religious analogy, where it's not just assimilation, it's faith. It's faith.
I like that.
You get what I'm saying? Because see,
faith
look,
in her man.
Because here's the thing with relationships, right? Yes, we're human. Yes, we're not perfect. So the longer you stay with somebody, is, of course, you're gonna see chinks in the armor. You're gonna see flaws in the humanity of the person.
No doubt. No doubt.
You're gonna see that, and I understand why and how a woman may be with a man for a certain amount of time and see him make mistakes.
Yes.
And then, but the thing is this though, even in life, bad things happen to good people. And guess what you still gotta do when you praying and when you looking in the face of God? You still gotta have fucking faith. You see what I'm saying? And so this is what I mean when I say that leadership and that like reverence and respect. Like, I don't need you to give me back exactly what I give you as a man. But what I need is that faith, though. I need you to still, even after I just finished fucking up, I need you to fucking to have that faith in me, to believe in the leadership. Because we're still here, we're still together, and that should count for something. You see what I'm saying? But again, it gets tough because you see the flaws, you see the humanity, and then they find excuses to question you. They find excuses to put their hands on the fucking wheel to try to steer the car, and so on and so forth. And I understand why and how, but if I could still be here with you, knowing that you're not perfect, I expect you to still show me faith. I expect you to still show me faith, because if innocent babies could be getting killed and aborted and innocent people getting bombed in different parts of the fucking world and people still believing in God, then why the fuck you can't believe in me just because I made a mistake the other day about something?
I forgot the milk.
Yeah, because right. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the fucking milk. Bro, I was watching this short earlier today and the nigga bought a mattress off of Amazon. And you know how the mattresses come in the vacuum sealed plastic, right?
Right.
Yes, because I bought one off of Amazon too. Yes.
Right. So he unrolled the shit and it was very thin because it was still in the vacuum seal. And the fucking woman had the nigga on camera filming him, unpackage it and she was like, I told this dumbass not to go to the store and buy the bed, and he gonna tell me that buying beds off of online just because he want to do what he want to do and this, that, and look how thin that is. How the fuck we supposed to sleep on that? And why did you do that when I told you? And the man, God fucking bless him, right? All he did was he just kept quiet and kept undoing the shit, and he went to go get like a knife or whatever so he could cut the seal. Now, once he cut the fucking seal and the bed inflated to the size that it was supposed to be, she was like, oh. And she didn't apologize, nothing. And the sad part was his kids was there. He had his daughter and his son in the room, like watching him do the thing while she was filming all of this, berating him and yelling at him and insulting him until he cut the thing and the shit inflated. And I'm like, if she would have just kept her fucking mouth shut and had faith in her fucking man, everything would have been fine. And the kids' confidence in their father would have been still intact. And the faith that a woman is supposed to have in her man would have been still intact. But she fucked all that up because she let her emotions and her fears and the fact that maybe he made a couple of mistakes in the past fuck with her judgment and fuck with her level of faith in her man. So she's standing there filming and berating him. And what I'm saying, that type of shit is, here's
my thing. Here's my thing with that, and I agree with everything you just said, Miles. But I got to bring it back to the guy because that's not the first time she's behaved like that.
You see,
that's not the first time.
Yeah,
and the fact that she talked to him like that shows, one, she don't respect him. Two, she don't even like the nigga.
Right.
She don't like him. Right. And this is the mistake that guys make. Guys think if I give her everything, if I shower her with love, if I shower her with affection, if I get her back, she'll reciprocate. She'll reciprocate that in kind. And what guys have to understand is you loving a woman or you having these feelings for a woman and letting her know, girl, I care about you, I love you. That shit does nothing for you. There's nothing wrong with caring about a woman, but it does nothing for you, right? To sit there and, I'm gonna shower her with all my emotions and feelings And then because of that, she will appreciate a man who loves her. And then by virtue of that, I'll get everything I want on the back end. That's not the way women work. Guys, you cannot approach women with this, let me shower her with love and give her all of this shit on the front end, and then she'll reciprocate that and I'll get what I want on the back end. It don't work that way. You got
No. We were still playing this video. Let me play.
Men are told what a man should be. He should earn this, or he should do this, or make me feel like this. But outside of looking good, cooking, cleaning, stuff like that, what is your purpose in a man's life? And I saw another clip where a girl was crying, talking about, she's sick of being lonely, she's sick of being single. But what I noticed was the entire time she was saying I, me, I, me.
Right there, Miles. I, me. Okay. So the reason why a woman will be I, me, is because she's constantly encountering men who put her on a pedestal. I need guys to understand, when you talk about wayward women, that's learned behavior. They get it from somewhere.
Facts.
Women just don't wake up thinking like this. They get it from somewhere. They're comfortable feeling that way because of the men that they encounter. So if you're dealing with a woman who's I, me, it's because guys have always made her feel like she was queen of the world. They doted on her and they spoiled her, but they never required that she invest anything outside of her body. So of course she is me. This is why a lot of women, and this is some real shit, and I said this on a live stream a couple weeks ago, there are women who, because they believe they're pretty, and because you want sexual access, they automatically think you should give them the world because you're attracted to them. And they think that them being attractive or you being attracted to them is enough, because they have never been made to invest anything outside of their bodies, sex, or just their physical presence. You got it, Miles.
Facts.
Brought up once what this hypothetical dream man that she's looking for will get by having her outside of just vibes.
Well, she's beautiful. She got curly hair and she got the lips and the eyes. And that's what he gonna get.
I mean, she could get it, Miles. I ain't even gonna hold you. She could.
Hey, I'm totally with you. I'm totally with you. But she got to prove something else for me to keep her around long term. That's the thing.
That's facts.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think there's such a disconnect between?
See, and I want to say this: there is a disconnect between men and women because we are not the same. There's a disconnect because there is a disconnect. You understand? And this is the problem that I have with these type of conversations, because they, even like when a guy asks a woman, what do you bring to the table? That shit is so weird to me.
That's the dumbest shit ever. It's
so fucking weird. Like, what do you, again, a lot of these men, who have these conversations, I don't know if they realize how different we are than women. I don't know if they realize that the things that we bring are different than what they bring back to us. There's no way a woman can reciprocate to us. She cannot.
There's a big disconnect between males and men.
That too.
I just don't feel like this is one of those things where it's like, if you realize how much the control you have as a man on any situation, you wouldn't sit and just blame the woman for this disconnect. Because where is your communication at?
Exactly.
Where's your, I would prefer him saying, how come it's hard to find a woman that understands this or that, but instead of, this disconnect. Can't hear you, Mouse.
Oh, no, I was talking to the caller. I muted myself so I could tell him to hold on. Are you good?
Yeah.
You finished? Yeah, exactly. There's definitely a disconnect between men and males. There's a lot of disconnects in the situation while the conversation is so segmented. But we got 718. I think this is Moses. Moses, what's going on with you, bro?
Hey, Miles, everybody on the panel, what's going on? How y'all doing?
Chilling. What's up?
Nothing much, man. This is a great topic. I had to call in, because I used to be one of those guys that used to be one of those guys that used to ask women what they want. and give them and used to follow women. But let me say this: in the beginning, when those guys first meet women, they ask women what they want to do. That's where all of this, where you talk about me, I start from. You know, instead of telling women what they want to do, because think about this for a second. If the woman is a reflection of the man, where the hell woman is getting this? Yo, you gotta give me gifts. You gotta do what I say. All that bullshit coming from. Like, men need to think about that.
Right. Yep.
What you got to say about that?
Well, it's coming from dudes that they've been with that did that bullshit before, as far as giving them gifts and putting them on a pedestal and not training them to learn how to actually be with them and how and actually vetting them. You understand? Too many men don't understand that. Too many men don't respect their own masculine identity, and they don't honor their masculine identity. And how do we know that they don't honor it? They don't honor it because they don't use their masculine identity in training the woman on how to be with them and how to show up for them.
Right. Because understand this, because the reason why they do that is because, again, they don't have options and they don't have game, and they try to keep the woman. Because they know if they lose the woman, then there's going to be hard for them to get another one. That's why they do all of these things.
Right.
You know,
at least that's what they think. They think it's going to be hard to get another one.
Because I personally feel like she's moving how she's going to move. She's moving to find the strongest person, right? So in the midst of her moving a certain way, she's going to cipher out and have a barometer on who's a sucker and who's not.
Right.
You know, and when she finds the suckers, she's going to use them accordingly. And the ones she can't use like that, then she starts to classify them depending on, you know, which one's the strongest. I don't feel like women do things also differently that we don't understand. It's just that sometimes we're lazy. We don't want to take the we don't want to take the long route. We want to take the shortest route possible. Okay, I'll do all this stuff and maybe I can get it real quick or whatever. Instead of saying, hey, you don't even fit my categories. You don't even fit nothing that I really like about you besides your body and stuff. I'll pass on this.
Right.
You know,
They
know the game. Like, women know the game. Women know the game. They've had thousands of dudes get at them. Thousands of them. So when they say me, and you like, okay, you. Oh, I got another one. That's another sucker. Whoop, got him. Hey, girl, meet me at the bar. I got somebody that's going to buy us drinks.
Right.
Oh, I got this guy that's going to do this for me. He's going to treat me this way and da-da-da-da. And they're going to use that all the way up. But then at the end of the day, they're going to let that guy go because really it doesn't really satisfy her and she knows it.
Right.
So,
yeah, go ahead, Kate.
Let me say this. Let me say this, and this is what a lot of guys fail to adhere to. When we talk about perceptions can influence how people treat you, communicate with you, and react to your actions. We've all been introduced to, throughout our life, we've been introduced to various people. I know you guys have been introduced to like a guy, and in a moment you were introduced to him, you like, this nigga soft than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you were introduced to another guy and you'd be like, this brother seemed like he's a solid dude, right? Whether it's accurate or not, it's about your initial perception. What guys have to understand is when you first encounter a woman, you introduce yourself, what have you, consciously and subconsciously on a woman's part, there is a perception being formed about you, whether it's accurate or not. Whatever perception a woman has about you is going to dictate how she acts with you, period. So the problem with guys is they don't adhere to that fact. So a real quick example, if you're very vague, ambiguous with women, you're very indirect, you're very passive, women are going to pick up on that. And they're going to respond to you based on what they perceive. He's indecisive. He's indirect. He doesn't know what he wants. He don't know how to communicate. So it doesn't matter that she was a loving girl to the last guy. She ain't gonna be that way for you. Y'all got it.
Facts. So what? You got anything else, Moses?
Right, because here's again, you know, that goes to show what kind of world we living in. Most guys are not leaders. You understand? And it seems like less guys are leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And what ends up happening is, these women, they used to dealing with suckers for so long, which is true, that when they come across a real masculine man, they are so far gone and so blind that they don't know that the masculine man is in front of them talking to them.
Facts.
So it happens because look, I talk to women a lot of times, and then a lot of them, they try to, I can tell within a split second, they're trying to finesse. And once they see that they cannot finesse me, they end up falling off. I'm like, yeah, I understand why did she act in this way, and I cannot blame the women for acting this way. And
Right.
It's sadly we can't blame them. You got to blame the guys because the guys is allowing the women to be this way.
Facts.
Well, this. Okay,
And-
real quick, Moses. Real quick.
Hmm?
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but it's not even about. For me, it's not even about the whole blame thing. If the chick ain't moving how I needed to move, she's done. Like I don't really give it any more thought past that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Of course.
All right, Moses.
All right, man. Thanks for
um,
taking my call, man.
yes, sir. Thanks for
Yep.
calling in. Thanks for supporting the show, man. Happy New Year and
All right.
be safe. All
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I think all guys are leaders. They just relinquish that role sometimes to be lazy.
Mhm.
Oh, you're a bad leader or a
and
good
have
leader.
comfort. Yeah,
Period.
yeah.
You are a bad leader or a
you're
good
a
leader.
leader.
One of the two. Somebody in the chat said I need some Robitussin. Nigga, dog. There are, look. I've been, you know how much money I spent, nigga, trying to get over this shit?
Hey, Zach, how cute was she?
Kissing these bitches in the mouth.
Kissing them in the mouth.
But
You know what it is? It's the after effects of the Vagisil. That's what came from the Vagisil.
Oh man. 980. I think we good with the video too. Okay, you can take it down. 980. Go ahead, man. Sorry, name age city. Name age city.
Israel 26, South Carolina. What's going on, Miles?
Israel in the building. What's going on with you, man?
Man, life is just getting better and better. Last week I touched the threshold of, the 4 years under you and Lucario on the memberships and
All
2
right.
years, getting coaching from Zag, man.
All right.
Yo, let me tell you, life is just getting better and better. But what I wanted to touch on, and it was a live I think you did last week on Friday where that dude gave that chick money for her Instagram, or he wanted to get the number, but he got the Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, even before I got on the membership, I know I'd done some shit, but I never reached out for, at least I had enough sense. But I'm like, yo, even now, and I've seen this go down when I used to live in Atlanta, and I'm like, yo, you don't, you and Lucario do not exaggerate when all these things are happening. And this is why you guys, I believe you guys should up the prices even 10 times because you guys doing what you do, they think that, oh, you guys are just up there talking shit. But no, how do you think for this 365 days out of the year, you guys were able to actually have so many topics on game, back to back, Monday and Friday, and, the Real Game No Theory, and even Saturday, because you and Lucario said last week on Friday on the live, you guys are still constantly out there in the field, putting in work, because like you said, nobody, not even on the Real Game No Theory, is, immune to, the side effects that come with game. We all have to go through the rejections, still we all have to get out there and talk. We all have to do it, and there's rules of the game that we have to abide by, number one.
Facts. Yep.
Number two, and this is what I realized is when guys that I've come across, have said that, yeah, see, I don't want to make it too obvious, I want sex. If that's the case, that's apologizing for existing. You might as well apologize for breathing, talking, blinking your eyes, having the gift of sight, hearing.
Wait, caller. Hold on. I want to make sure I heard you correctly. You said the guy said he doesn't want to make it too obvious that he wants sex?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Exactly.
Stupid, but go ahead.
And my thing is sex is just like breathing. It's like how you inhale, oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. it's like, yo, if this is something natural that men are supposed to actually, want to fuck women, then it's like, why are you apologizing for that? Like, why do you set two miles, like, even in the last five, like, oh, go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I just coughed. Go ahead. I just coughed. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like, why do we feel bad and are shaming ourselves for wanting what we want? Like, especially, it's like, why are you apologizing for being a human being that's a man? It's like, that's just who, like, that's what I love about nature and the natural order or the natural law is that it just is. It's not anything that's just made up or constructed. No, it actually is, because how you talk about the pecking order, you have God, man, child, God, man, woman, child, and, so forth. Just like the animal kingdom, that's why I respect nature so much, because no matter how much you want to feel about how things are in nature or how many, pronouns you want to create, every 30 seconds, it's like, yo, these weak motherfuckers got, 99 genders but can't fucking choose one. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Exactly.
like, and last but not least, man, shout out to you, KZI, because I just caught that video about, the 5 new dating rules that men need to apply or, implement. And based on our last coaching session, you've pretty much alluded to some of that. Man, let me tell you, man, like, now that I'm in a new city and everything, like, I'm really about to get ready to go out in an hour and, hit the ground running, because I don't fuck the New Year's resolution. This game is 24/7, because, like you guys say, like, a man is on at all times at any time of the year. So y'all want to wait, whoever wants to, I want to say this for all you newcomers, memberships now, because come January 1st, them calls just for a question is going to be $10 with Miles and Macario. So imagine what it's going to be like for a story.
Facts.
Exactly. So y'all keep playing around, but Miles and Macario, they literally tried to save y'all from yourselves, and y'all motherfuckers did it to yourselves. You guys want to pay bitches, $25, $30 just to get an Instagram, but you guys will be hesitant and complain and give difficulty about doing anything Miles and Macario, right?
Right.
So that's all I got to say about that, man. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to my mentors, Miles, K-Zag, and Macario. You guys changed my life. Pretty much the 4 years I invested is basically worth it, because I got more return on my investment than a college student who chose a bullshit, degree.
Facts.
So,
yep.
And it was way, way less. So, again, you guys question yourselves about being on the memberships or getting coaching from any one of the Real Game No Theory guys. Just remember that you guys that decide to spend money or go into debt on bullshit and, college and all this stuff that's not really going to yield you long-lasting results, you guys actually get to learn game from guys who've been there and then some, and actually get a lot of, street knowledge and, just street smarts instead of just book smarts. So thank you guys. I'm going to let you get back to the show. I'm about to go out here and, just do my thing. Oh, last but not least, I want to mention, like, and this is just a question, like, in regarding to core confidence, and because you guys touched on this. Tell me why, like, I'm going to be going crazy, but you ever just, like how you guys talk about core confidence is like knowing? I'm not saying that, because I don't attach myself to the outcome, but it's just like, just after just 4 years of putting in the work, it's like, I know my chances of, just because I have the skill and ability to do so and the wherewithal, but more so the core confidence, I just know that my chances of, if I want to bring a chick back home today or tonight, I could do that. Like, do you ever get that, you just ever have one where you just know, like, today I'm going to, knock a chick off and just drop some dick off because I want to. Like, do you ever, like, have it, like, any of those days?
Oh, yeah.
When it actually happens?
Yeah, when you get to a certain level of the game, that's going to be what it is. But of course, you got to set the foundation for all those type of possibilities.
No, yeah, like, and the thing is that it's happened, like, I got to experience that, one time so far, and it's like, like, that's why, I continue to study the game, because again, it reinforces and strengthens my fundamentals, but also, shows me things that, I could, tweak and actually up. So that's all I wanted to say thank you guys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Okay.
And
Appreciate you.
I haven't seen you on the Zoom calls, bro. Where you at?
No, like I said, I just moved different cities. I've been busy going through a lot of shit. I actually had to take my former landlord to court and get money back.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, listen, man. Just so you know, hey, listen. Just so you know, we're gonna be watching the movie The Matrix on the next Zoom call. So be there or be square. All right.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! We gotta pop out for that one.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that, and then of course discuss the different scenes and review and all that. So just letting you know what's going down next Monday night, 11 p.m. on the Monday night Zoom call on the Masculine Identity membership. All right.
Absolute. All
right, peace, bro, and good luck to you. Happy New Year.
Same to you guys.
All right.
All right. Let me say something. About what Israel was saying when he was like, you ever get that feeling, you just go out and, I feel like hitting something. This is what guys have to understand. And Rosebud said it in Game Kings 1. Don't no accidents happen to motherfuckers who got game. See,
Thanks.
When you are the walking, talking embodiment of sex, it can happen anytime, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can meet women anytime, anywhere. It don't have to be at a club. See, a lot of guys, y'all think, now I understand that the nightlife is more conducive for casual sex encounters. I get that.
Mm-hmm,
But sex can happen anytime, anywhere. You can grocery store, gas station, just walking down the street, at a park, wherever. You can meet a woman anywhere, and a woman can be sexually attracted to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, sexual attraction is not planned. You can't plan sexual attraction or sexual desire. It's not planned. It happens involuntarily. So real quick, you can be at a fucking wedding, and one of the chicks that's in a wedding could be like, "Ooh, I want him." So it's not. You don't have to be around alcohol, music, or it don't have to be fucking midnight at a bar somewhere. Right. Let me just say this about going into the new year. Here's an opportunity for a lot of you guys to reinvent yourselves. Reinvent yourself. Get on the memberships. Reinvent yourself. Start to move differently, but have it become a part of your identity. Shout out to Miles, Masculine Identity. It needs to be a true part of your identity. It can't be something you put on like clothes. It ain't gonna work. Where Miles?
Facts. Yeah, man. So guys, call in 844-672-7300. I don't know if you had any like other questions or anything else you wanted to add to the topic.
Video. I do have a quick video I'm gonna throw in real quick, and
okay.
There's a question though, but I'm a video right quick. I know I got it. Yeah.
Right. Yo, I cannot deal with no man who got no strict ass program. You mean to tell me I mess up one time and then you ready to just throw me to the wolves? I don't get no chances. I just got hired. I'm a new hire. I don't know how this goes. I don't even have room for improvement, training, nothing. Oh, I don't think this is going to work out.
Number one, she cute. I like her.
Yeah, she is cute.
Your bitches.
Yeah, but let me say this real quick about women being new hires. Bitch, you're on probation. Just like when you start a job, 90-day probation. You don't get any benefits. Like the medical benefits, you don't get them for the first 90 days. You know, you don't get to post out and go to a different department. You don't get no raises. No, you are on probation. And what guys need to understand in the very beginning, that's when you need to be the strictest. That's when you need to have zero tolerance. Like, no, bitch, like I can't play with you. The only women who get consideration are women who have been vetted, they've invested, they've put in the work. And Miles, you were talking about this earlier. We're not perfect. Right. So to Shorty's point, yeah, women, because guys, and J. Roman, you said it earlier about giving a woman all your rules. That's not what we're going to do. We're not going to sit down with an encyclopedia of rules and give a bitch, hey, these are all my rules, right? The best way to teach women how to treat you is to lead by example. and to be consistent. Now, along the way, because again, a woman is learning you. She's learning you. She might fuck up a little bit, but it should never. Guys, you need to have do's, don'ts, and deal breakers. Meaning, I don't care if the bitch is new or not. Bitch, if you do this, you're gone. I don't give a fuck if you knew. I don't give a fuck if we've been together for 10 years. There are certain things as men you just can never allow women to do. And you can't make excuses for them. Well, you know, she's new. Maybe she didn't know. No, absolutely not. Y'all got it.
Play the video one more time for me so I can.
Yo, I cannot deal with no man who got no strict ass program. You mean to tell me I mess up one time and then you ready to just throw me to the wolves? I don't get no chances. I just got hired. I'm a new hire. I don't know how this goes. I don't even have room for improvement, training, nothing. Oh, I don't think this is going to work out.
You see that, and I got you, J. Roman, but you see that first laugh? That first laugh reveals too much conscience. She knows too much. That's why she laughed like that, and that's why she don't get the second chance. But you got it, Jay.
No, I agree with you. Like I was just, and that's the point I was making earlier, was if more men was like that, then you would come differently, right? So if you ever went to a job and you didn't pass probation, the next job you went to and they had probation, oh, you acted a little bit differently.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So you
get your mind right.
This is a little bit, and I think, and that's on men. That's on us. Right. So like I know like a lot of us want to stand up and be like, why women do this and why women do that, and how come they don't understand, and how come I can't? They weren't trained on how to treat us, and it don't matter if she was trained on how to treat you. If she treats you a certain way and you say, hey, bye-bye, after a while, she has to second guess how she treats you. Right. So, you know, I think that's the thing. But no, man, we see that cute hairstyle. And, you know, there's not a lot of women that can rock a short hairstyle and be cute and stuff. And we're like, wow. Yeah. I'll give her another chance. I'll give her, you know, but even with that other chance, though,
they ain't fucked her yet. They definitely gonna give her a chance.
My nigga.
Yeah.
That cuteness is what she think is her fucking get out of jail free ticket.
Right.
Because she is. Play the video one more time, KB. Play the video again. Play the video again and stop it.
Hey, Mom.
When I put my hands up.
Because she knows it.
She knows
Hold on real quick.
She knows it.
Yo, I cannot deal with no man who got no strict ass program. You mean to tell me I mess up one time and then you ready to just throw me to the wolves?
Right there. Stop it. Right there. Right there.
I don't get no chances.
Right there after she said, you gonna throw me to the wolves, and then notice how she looks away from the camera and she started moving back and forth and giggling because she knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing.
She knows why and how, and she knows everything about why she got thrown to the fucking wolves. Cause she know what she's doing, and she's like saying to herself, I can't believe my cute face with my short blonde, you know, my little vibe is not enough to get me out of jail free card. To get me out of jail free card.
And that's one thing. Men, a lot of you men don't really understand women. They are not dumb.
They're not.
They are smart. But that doesn't negate our responsibilities as men.
Facts.
I don't put their position down. I'm not exalted. Their position is not put down. I just have a different role in this relationship.
Facts. All right. So 413, you are on live on the Manhood is a Skill Set Show. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey, what up? I just Trey calling from Connecticut, 36.
Okay, what's going on with you, brother?
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in on the video real quick. That video was funny. It was entertaining. Because it's like, you know, you seen the video too. One thing you got to remember too is like, a lot of these girls online, they be lying to you, because I guarantee she still likes that man, or she's still messing with that man in the video. And because I had an experience once too, right, with a chick kind of similar to that, and like talking about the topic where it's just like, you know, setting the expectations and telling the girl how to treat you, whatever. Like when we first met, I told her like, yo, listen, I don't do none of that drama, none of that bullshit. First sign of any type of headaches you're giving me, like I'm not fucking with you no more.
Right.
And then, you know, when I was talking to her and stuff, she would tell me like shit she do to other guys, like, you know, like she done fucked her best friend's boyfriend because she was mad at her type shit. She done cheat on her at last nigga. She ain't like that nigga. Just all types of crazy hoe shit. Like she got sugar daddies and all that shit. And I'm in my head, I'm just like, yeah, that's cool. But this is what you're gonna be doing if you fucking with me. And then so in my head, I knew because she was young too. I'm like, I know it's gonna come. Like I know it's what she's gonna try and test me.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, the moment eventually came, or whatever. She started a little spat or whatever, some type of argument, and I was like, all right, bitch, what we done? I ain't fucking with you no more.
Right.
And she's like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking with you no more. Like she was shocked.
Yeah.
And so I'm like ignoring her all. She's blowing my phone up, texting me. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. And then like, she was like, well, can I at least get my water bottle that I left at your house? I was like, this bitch to leave her water bottle. I was like, I'll leave it out front. You could come by and pick it up.
Right.
And then she was like, oh my God, are you serious? You really don't want to see me again? What the fuck? And she started
right there. Right there.
Bullshit. I'm not
that
you know,
her presence and her cuteness would sway you.
Caller, hold on. Yeah, go ahead, Kay.
Yeah.
My bad. Hold on. I forgot there's a delay.
Yeah.
Caller. She was hoping that her physical presence and subconsciously, if they know that you are visually attracted to them like that, they think that that's their ace card to play. I got it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's a good thing too, because you know it's good for guys to do that too when you're practicing this game, because like you know he was my type physically perfectly. So like the fact that you can prove to yourself that you can do that, that's only gonna make you stronger. Because when you can do that, like what happened is obviously, you know, I'll kind of shorten the story. So she apologized. So I was like, all right, you got one more shot. From that moment on, this was like 4 years ago. We were just talking. From that moment on, yo, she was perfect. Never gave me no issues, no problems. She was always super polite, and was just. And even now, you know, we stopped fucking with her because, like, at that point, she really couldn't be my girl and shit. But she ended up getting a boyfriend, and like even to this day, like she gave up a couple months ago. I was like, yo, you can still get it if you want.
Yeah.
You know, and the main reason why she got that type of respect for you is because of the way you enforced the rules to a certain extent. You get what I'm saying? Because did you actually leave the bottle outside and she had to come pick it up?
I did. I had it outside, but then what happened is that I ended up actually. I think I might have dropped it off to her at her job or something. Actually, because the thing is, like, I got her property, so I ain't trying to, you know, what I'm saying. But
what I'm saying is the fact that you was able to stay strong, even if it was just a couple of days, so she could miss you and learn contrition. Those type of things go a long way. You get what I'm saying? Because getting her back when she hits you back, that's always gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, and I gave her grace only because like she was 23 at the time. I know she
hold on, caller. Hold
on, real quick. The reason why she tested you like that is because you told her what you wasn't gonna put up with. That's why she did that. Because she was like, oh, that's why she did. You didn't put up with any of that shit. You're gone. So when you said that, she tested it.
Right. So yeah, caller. You know, a woman always wants to, and this thing that women do is a part of their nature, and it's a subconscious thing, because what it is that a woman is always going to, she always wants to know if you are who you say you are. So if you say, oh, if you fuck up, I ain't give, you know, that's it. A bitch is always going to test that. She always going to test that shit. You see what I'm saying? So, you know. It is what it is. It's just a part of their nature. And this is why so many times you might hear us like, you know, reference dealing with a woman to dealing with kids. You know, a child is going to test their parents' limits. You know, a child is going to see, okay, how much of an authority figure are you really? Like if I stay out late, are you really going to enforce my curfew? Are you really going to ground me? Are you really going to, take away my privileges? Are you really going to like beat my ass or whatever the fuck it is? These are things that it's a lot of humanity even. It's a lot of humanity, but it's even worse with women because like I said, a woman, it is in her nature because her insecurity forces her to test the resilience of the security, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, and to see how special she may mean to you.
Right.
To deem how much she got you, right?
How
so if you say, hey, I have never let a woman stay the night. Well, that's the first thing she's trying to do is stay the night. Because now she knows that I'm not just a woman. I am a special woman to you. Because you let me do something that you said that you never would do. And they're always going to test it. They're always going to test that out. So, it's just one of those things where, but I want to say this though, okay? Now, no matter how long you made her wait before you allowed her to come back into your fold there, I'm not saying that, one mistake and they out, but one mistake, we move with a purpose. So even when we tell them, hey, I'm not down for that. If they're 20, like you said, she was 23 years old, maybe she's never ran upon a dude like you that say, hey, if you do this, these will be some consequences. Right. So you allowed her to come back. But the thing is, 4 years from now, if she does the same thing, you got to have the same. It has to be, hey, like I told you back then.
Yeah.
Right. We can't get laxed with more of the years that comes with it.
Right.
Because she's still going to test you out again. And I'm quite sure she might have tested out a little bit more just to see, like, is he really real with this or not? So. But you weren't afraid to lose her, and that's the point, though, because a lot of cats is afraid to lose them.
Exactly. But
and that's going back to having that abundance mindset too, because because when you have that mindset, because actually, let me ask y'all a different question. What do y'all think? This is kind of like more esoteric. What do y'all think about, like, can you like manifest a certain bitch you want? And the reason why I'm asking that question is because like
no. Let me stop you right there. Now, manifest. Be careful with those type of words. You understand?
Yeah.
A man. We are creators. We are creators, and we create through action. Okay, so a lot of and the reason why I'm making sure you're careful is I don't want nobody to think that like looking in that romantic way, like bitches be on that girl, I'm a boss bitch and I'm a manifest 6 figures. This no we're not gonna we don't need to manifest. We don't need to manifest because as men we create. Okay, so if you want to ask your question again, you could flip it and use the word create, because men don't manifest. We work hard and we create.
So let me say this, caller, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Let me shout out the super chat real quick. Danny with the $9.99. Appreciate y'all for this heavy game. Game save lives. Real quick, caller. When you say manifest, I envision a guy sitting around fantasizing about a bitch. I want a bitch like this.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not what men do. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what men do. So what I mean when I say man, what I mean when I say like we got to put in that work and create the circumstances is and shout out to Earl Nightingale. I don't know if a lot of you know who Earl Nightingale is, but he's a motivational speaker from back in like the 60s and shit, when shit was still in black and white. But he says a man who understands what he wants and what he needs, he goes out and finds it. You understand? And if he realizes that he cannot find it, then he creates it. So what does that look like when it comes to finding the right woman? What that looks like is being the best version of your masculine identity and understanding what that looks like for real. You understand? So, this is pretty much all I talk about on the masculine identity membership. So there's a video I have on the membership, visualization. And it's really all about looking at the man that you understand that you want to become, that you're destined to become, the man that you're working on becoming, and focusing on all of the details. And each detail will tell you exactly what you need to do and the type of work and strategy you need to put in to get to that, to get to being that man. You understand?
And I don't think you want to use the word manifest. There's too much hard work in becoming the man that you want to be and being consistent that I will never sum it up as manifest. Facts. Because as I become the best version of me, whoever's next to me will be the best version of them, because that's what I require. So I can't say it was manifested. It took a lot of hard work and stuff, and me choosing not to do the easiest thing all the time. Me choosing doing the hard thing when it needed to be done.
Exactly. So caller, it's really about a mindset, and it don't have to do with the woman. So you talking about trying to quote unquote manifest the right woman? No, it's all about it's all about creating the man that would attract that woman. So it's not about the woman. Do you understand that?
No, I got that. Yeah, and and thanks for that, because y'all went deep on that. And I was like, to kind of go back to the questions, like, not like maybe manifest is the wrong word, but like I've noticed there's been times like in my life where like I'll be thinking to myself, like, like, I could really use like a dope fat ass redhead, like a redhead with a dope fat old ass. Then like in 2 weeks, all of a sudden I see like a bunch of redheads around. I match with redheads on my profile. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Okay. And I've noticed that that's happened to me multiple times in my life. Like I remember a time too, I was like, yo, I have to go with like a chick about 5'2", blonde, nice tits, nice ass. And then I'll just be thinking about that all week, and all of a sudden pop into I might get a match, might run into me at the bar, I'll get a new number just like that. No, I'm not saying manifest like personality wise, like she's ready made, not like that. No,
so what you're talking about, listen. So what you're talking about is something called reticular function. Have you ever heard of that?
Nah, but if I'm guessing, it's kind of like maybe I'm looking for it, so I'm paying more attention to it.
Exactly.
Kind of like when you buy a red car, red cars, all that.
So like,
you know what it's like? It's like if you buy a car, now you notice more of that same car. Exactly. That's all it is. You're just more aware. That's all.
So, but again, all of that still comes from your own mind. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it still begins with you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. So again, the words that you're using, you might mean the same thing, but remember, we're here to demonstrate and teach anybody who's listening. So it's not just you. So I want to just make sure that whoever's listening understands that we use the right words and look at it from the correct perspective, where it's not about the female, but it's about us and what we want. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get that. That's why I'm happy you guys did chime in, because I know some people are going to hear that and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to sit in my room and meditate on the bitch." And she got come like, "Nah, exactly. Like that."
Exactly. But and here's the thing: when you get into more details, because a lot of the stuff you said was surface level cosmetic shit, like, "Oh yeah, I want a redhead with a fat ass." But when you get a little bit more seasoned in the game, we got a longer list of things, because now we talking about a redhead. For me, let's just say me, we talking about a redhead with a fat ass, natural hair. She uses shea butter to moisturize her skin. She knows how to bring value to a man. All of these different type of she know how to go get me other bitches, that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking even further than just the redhead and the fat ass. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. Exactly.
And then once we start looking at all those different details, then I'm gonna start asking myself, okay, so where's the cross section between the places that I love to hang out? In the list of places that I would love to hang out, where would a bitch like this show up? And then that's when I start to get more strategic and more specific about how I'm going to, not even, not even manifest, but at this point, discover. I'm gonna discover the bitch, and on top of that, she got to reflect me when I meet her as well. So there's a lot going on with that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. On that too, that's a good point you said, because I also been thinking to myself, like, like I want like a nice older woman, you know what I'm saying, who's like sophisticated and stuff. And I'm like, well, if I want to get that, I gotta put myself into places where they go. So like I've been going to like more like high end, like richer areas too. And I've been noticing, I've been interacting with those kind of women a lot more too.
See, exactly.
Have you ever had a redhead with a fat ass?
Yeah, last night.
There you go.
Okay. Well, did you change your locks yet? Did you the redheads ain't to be played with, man. I don't know if the several I had have shown me that I believe redheads are a different type of woman. They do not leave easily.
Heads up, though.
Something about those gingers, huh? Something about them.
Redheads do not leave easily. Once they in, they in.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to look out for it.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, caller. Thanks for supporting the show, man. And happy New Year to you.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Happy holidays and happy New Year to y'all too. All right.
Good yes, sir. Guys. Yes, sir. Take it easy, brother. All right.
I want to holler at I know Corey. He says it's more so about standards and expectations that you build your program around. Standards, yes. Expectations, no. Take out the word expectations. Guys, when you deal with women, you cannot have expectations of women. Have zero expectations.
Right.
Anytime you have expectations of women, you're going to be dependent upon behavior. Oh, we got a call? Let's get it.
Yeah, we got a call. Moses, what's going on?
Yes. Sorry, I have to call back. You know what I'm saying? So somebody that I know just sent me an article. Like he screenshotted the film, sent me an article. And it goes along with the topic, what y'all saying. Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, it goes along with the topic, what y'all saying. And to start, before I read the article, I'm going to say this. Like women, the reason why guys mess up their relationship is because they allow women to use them to manipulate them for sex. So what happened is women say they're not that type of girl. Now I'm about to read this article for all you lying ass women who think they're not that type of girl. I don't get down like that. I'm going to read this. Now, it says here, the global adult toy industry is significantly and growing market value at approximately, guess how much? In 2023, it was approximately $35.2 billion. And guess what? It's projected to go up in 2030. Guess to how much? Up to $63 billion.
Wow.
I'm talking about a sex toy. So think about this for a second, right? For all these women who tell you they're not that type of girl, I need to get you in. And I'm pretty sure the person who came out with this business was a female. So guess what? Y'all helping these females.
Moses, let me stop you. Moses, let me stop you, brother. Moses, let me stop you real quick. Okay. We understand that women are going to act like some women. Let me rephrase it. Women who aren't sexually attracted to you, if they elect to deal with you, they're going to try and sell you on the fact that they're not that kind of girl. All guys need to do is remove themselves from that conversation. That will continue to happen. There is no way to get around that. I got it.
Okay. And then, so whoever, just one thing I want to say. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. No, y'all was going to say something?
Well, yeah, I just don't. Like, I particularly prefer women that don't walk around like they are ready to take this dick all the time. But that doesn't mean that I don't think that they are not. You understand what I'm saying? Like, women can walk around innocent as much as they want to. That doesn't change my thought line that I know she's ready to take somebody's dick. It may not be mine, but she's ready to take somebody's.
Right.
Right. So, like, if they walk around as innocent as can be, that still doesn't change my thought line on women.
Exactly. It changes nothing.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
No. What happened is, you know, I've been in one situation like that was like last year, summer, 2024, where I was talking to a chick, and then, you know, the way this chick was flirting with me and all that. And she told me the last time she had sex, guess how long? Even though I don't believe it, she told me she haven't had sex in 8 years. I'm looking at her like, I think you sound like you're lying. 8 years? Like, come on. You see, something like this.
Wait. Let's back up. So when she said that to you, did you tell her that you didn't believe her?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, how did you respond when she said that?
Say that again?
How did you respond when she said that to you?
No, I didn't respond nothing. I just acted. I just kept it cool and just be me. You know what I'm saying? And I just let her. I was being a leader, and she didn't want to reciprocate towards that later on. So I was like, okay, you know, I just kept it pushing. You know?
So the reason why I'm asking is I don't listen to nothing women say. Nothing. Not a goddamn. Now, it doesn't mean that I think that they're lying to me. It's just whatever a woman says is meaningless if it's not followed by the appropriate action. I'm about action. I'm about shit. So I had a woman one time tell me, and I talked about this. She told me over the phone, I can't wait to slide up and down your dick. Oh, really, bro? Bring your ass over here so you can do that. Crickets.
Exactly.
I don't care about words. Words mean nothing to me. But also, when she said she hadn't had sex in 8 years or whatever it was, you could have just told her, "Oh, that's nice. Well, if you fucking with me, I'm about to break that streak."
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Y'all got it.
You know what's crazy? I told her, you know, okay, cool. It's been 8 years. Well, listen, you know, I'm interested in you sexually. I was honest with her. And then, you know, she tried to act like she was interested, but she tried to fall off at the end. You know, I was like, yeah, you know.
Well, maybe she was interested at first, but then that's something that she just wasn't cool with that made her fall off at the end.
No. She said that she knows it was on the street. It was at some type of parade that I was at. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, not just you, Moses, but I'm gonna just talk to guys in general. Like, not all women are going to like you, right? Or maybe they meet you and, you know, something about them just turns them off. Who knows? I don't care, really. I only try to really invest in those who understand my story, right? The ones that like me. I like who likes me that I like. And that last part is important because it don't mean I just accept everybody. But the thing is just that, you know, every woman is not going to like us. So she telling you that, flirting a little bit, that's all fine and dandy. But I'm with Zag. Like, if you don't put no actions behind that, then hey, have a great day. Fall back. The best thing she did was fall back.
I did.
And then I would have forgot this whole story. It wouldn't even been something I remember. To be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't even remember this. I'd just be like, man, I was walking and I had a good time. I met this one. We went out later on. The other ones, I forget. Like, I'm fresh. They don't know it yet. That's how I feel. I'm your type. You don't know it yet. If you missed the opportunity, oh well.
Yeah. You know, yeah. So one last thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna get off the phone, is that whoever came out with this, like I said, I think this was a woman who came out with this business. I would assume that they helping her become a multi-billionaire. I'm telling you that right now. So, you know, that's what I wanted to say. You know, so for all you women who say y'all not that type of girl, I don't believe y'all. So, you know, because this story is telling me that this thing is going up to $63 billion in 2020 in 2030. So, you know, I just want to call. Thanks for taking my call.
Moses, real quick. even if you don't believe a woman, she don't need to know that. Like in 2026, less is more, guys. You don't always have to verbalize what you're thinking when it comes to women. Women, you just simply remove yourself from the situation and disappear. That's it.
Yep.
Right. Definitely, man. It's nice talking to y'all, man. Yeah, happy holidays.
All right.
Thanks for taking my call.
All right, Moses, take it easy, brother. All righty.
And I warn some of you guys, man. Some of you guys are way overthinkers, right? And so you got this article in your head, and let's say the next woman you interact, she says, "Hey, I do have some condoms. Look at that drawer," and you open that drawer, and there's like 20 different toys in that drawer, and you got this article in your head. Now, it's gonna throw you a little bit. Your whole mind is gonna be thrown off of this thing. And then you can be wondering, oh, you're part of the 6 billion that spends money on this stuff. Like just don't even concern yourself with things that don't really involve you. I don't care what toy is over there. This is about our interaction. Let's get it on.
If the chick ain't moving how I need her to move, I'm looking at her like, who is she? Like, she doesn't exist anymore. She might as well be a ghost to me. Like, if she ain't moving, and to your point, J. Roman, these women should not be occupying spaces in your mind.
Facts.
I very rarely remember bitches I didn't fuck. Like, I don't remember them bitches. Like,
I have a hard time remembering the ones I did too. I'll be honest with you, bro.
Real talk.
That too.
Hard time remembering.
Hey, if it wasn't for my friends, be like, "Hey, dog, that's that one." Blah blah blah. Like, oh man, I forgot about that. Oh yeah. So.
That's facts. But
so we're in over.
We're in OT. I don't know if you want to do a couple questions. I already turned the phone lines off.
Questions up, so
yeah,
we can get the fuck up out of here.
There was a question on there. There's a question on there.
So here's the first question.
The one. Yeah.
So he says, and you can answer it first, J. Roman. I'll just read it. If you are going through financial hardship as an entrepreneur and your wife doesn't work, what support do you expect? Wife is a homemaker and we have no kids, both age 35. Go ahead, Jay.
No, I was going to tell him he needs to call in. That's a good call-in question, I believe, because it's pretty much the way he set up his household. Like, if she doesn't work, was that by design? Was that physical aspects that she can't work? But my thing is, hey, I believe in a wife working, especially if they have no kids. Life is expensive, Now you ain't got to have the utmost job.
You know what I have?
Career minded, but hey, ain't nothing wrong with working.
I have a quick story to go with that. And I'll answer your question with this story. Years ago, probably about 15, 20 years ago, something like that. I was working for this one financial corporation, and I was dealing with bankruptcies and foreclosures. And this guy, police officer, he called in because his house was about to be foreclosed on. We were about to sell his shit. And he called in crying. He was crying on the phone. And he was like, please help me save my house so I can save my marriage. This is what he told me. He said, help me save my house so I can save my marriage. And basically what he said was that if he couldn't save the house, his wife was going to leave him. And I said, sir, does your wife have a job? And he said, no. I said, have you told her to get a job, even a part-time job? He said, she won't. She said, it's up to me to figure this out. And if I can't, she's leaving. So I said all that to say this. Be mindful of why the woman is there. Y'all got it.
Real shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And I'll say to the guy on the question, she's a homemaker, but you ain't got no kids. So after she done cleaning the house,
depending on the nature of your business or whatever side hustle you trying to get on the side, is either she gonna do some research so she can figure out a side hustle, or she gonna do some research so you can figure out a second hustle. So either she gonna, or she could start running Uber rides or DoorDash or Instacart or what they call it, Amazon Flex, where she delivers some packages and shit. But some money got to start getting made because y'all ain't got no kids. So I don't know what the fuck she doing laying up in the house while you busting your ass. That's crazy. And y'all still going through financial hardship.
Yeah.
The
other
That's
day,
what I was, if she's watching you do it, horrible.
yeah, the other day I'm driving and I look and I see this guy raking up the yard, right? And the truck and the trailer where, you know, you put your garden equipment and stuff like that on. And I see a couple kids out there with him. And this is a commercial building area, right? And I realized he brought his kids to work, you know, because, you know, in the holidays, Friday, the schools were closed. So he still had to work. He brought his kids to work. Yep. But then I seen his woman working. So it wasn't that he brought the kids to work. They brought their kids to work.
The family, nigga, facts.
The whole family was working.
Get out of here. What are we talking about?
And I just don't personally, I don't believe in homemakers as wives unless there is multiple children there.
Exactly. What kind of home?
Multiple children there, you know, because once you clean up and whatever, there ain't much to do. She's sitting down and relaxing. And so she needs to help out with your business some way, somehow, to help draw in money or get a job in some way. Yeah. And then on top of that, if that's not something she can't do, then that answers a lot of questions about your relationship to me.
And the thing is this, y'all adults, how dirty could the house get?
Yeah.
Y'all adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. Yeah, he should have called in because I'm not putting back on the lines now. Next question. Let's get it. Because I'm not, I gotta, let's go.
Yeah. Next week, call in on that one.
Yeah.
Can a man really lead when he's discovering his likes and dislikes? Is that where the 25 women a day comes in to allow these experiences to shape you? Miles, I give you first stab at it because he's talking about 25 women in a day.
Yeah. So I'll say this, to a certain extent, yes. Right. You but here's the thing: when let's just say you only talk to 10 and you happen to find yourself dealing with a woman that you wanted to vet. Learning how to vet is also a part of experiencing different things to shape you as well. And here's the thing, guys, you really shouldn't stop talking to 25 women a day, because just because you're in a relationship don't mean you still can't work on your mouthpiece and understanding how to engage women, you know, socially and all that other shit. You understand? So let's be clear. A lot of you dudes look at this very linearly and very simplistically, where it's like, I'm just doing this shit so I could find me one bitch and then shut off my ability to hunt or fish forever just because I'm with this one bitch. Like, y'all niggas don't realize that, once again, the game is not about women. The game is about you. It's about creating skills, working on your craft of being sociable and learning how to relate to others on all different levels. So, yeah. You go through different experiences so you can know what you like and dislike, so you can experience yourself in different circumstances. So you're not just creating your masculine identity through hearsay, but you're creating your masculine identity through experience, because experience builds true wisdom.
Yeah, saying you have to lead yourself. So to me, can a man really lead? Yeah, he's always leading himself. So that has nothing to do with everything else. Show me a weak man, a weak leader, and I'll show you a weak relationship. Somebody might say, "Oh, but we still been together 10 years." That don't mean that relationship is strong. You know. So you should always lead yourself. I find that the best part of when discovering likes and dislikes, I'm gonna take it to the legacy zone, right? You're already in a relationship, you know, you're building and you're discovering likes and dislikes. To me, that's about communication and honesty. When we say lead, you're going to lead in all aspects. So I even have to lead on how we are going to grow in relationships by being honest and open on where we're at, right? So, you know, like coming in and saying, hey, babe, you know, I used to like this thing you cook, but I can't stand it anymore for some reason. I don't like this. Right now, you're not going to sit there and eat it 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 without being open and having this communication with them, just like vice versa. Like as we grow, we all know we change. Different things about us change. Our baseline and our foundation is solid, but different likes and dislikes and things we used to like done, we don't no longer care about it. Like I know gentlemen, their wives cook for them their whole life, but when they got older and the kids were out the house, they didn't care about that as much anymore. They didn't want that. In fact, they want to cook. They want to do something because they had time and it became a hobby.
Yeah.
And so you got to communicate and say, hey, this is where I'm at. And the more you communicate, the more you're teaching her how to communicate when she changes too.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, you're still a leader no matter if things change.
Facts. All right. Are you
To
good,
your
King?
point, Jay Roman, as you mature, real quick, I'm gonna say this, we're about to be out. As you mature, evolve, and grow, your needs, wants, and desires grow with you. What you want or thought you wanted at 20, at 30, you're like, I don't want that shit no more. Shit changes. This is why relationships are not easy, right? Because as you're growing as an individual, the woman is growing as an individual as well. If both of y'all are growing as individuals, but y'all not on the same page, somebody's gonna outgrow the other person. Relationship over.
Facts.
On that note, let them know where they can reach you guys. I got anything I want to plug real quick.
All right, guys. Make sure you guys go to CunninghamElements.com. CunninghamElements.com. Take advantage of the 25% Christmas sale, and also go to MrLucario.com, or you can go to BadBoyMembership.com and take advantage of the Bad Boy package sale, where you get over $2,000 worth of content and programs just by joining the Bad Boy membership. So now is the time to join the Bad Boy membership. Mr. Lucario is being very generous, and y'all know he does this at the end of the year, so make sure y'all take advantage of this, because a lot of all y'all niggas talking, I don't have enough money and blah blah blah. Right, so at this point, all you got to do is join the membership, and you get so many extras. I mean, it's enough content where you're not even going to get through all the content before the year is over. You understand? So take full advantage of the membership. Go to badboymembership.com or go to mrlucario.com and join the Bad Boy membership. All right. K-Zag, you already know, bro. It's been a great year. The Manhood is a Skill Set show. We did a lot of classic shows, man. Jay Roman, thank you for being here. Shout out to Mr. Justin for the shows that he was able to show up on. And I just appreciate this platform and all of the guys that, you know, come through and appreciate what we do. All of the, you know, the people in the chat, the moderators, you know, Renee P, Jillian, and a couple other people. We appreciate y'all. Unique 79, Joe Blaz. We appreciate y'all for coming through and supporting the show. Everybody who's called in. It's been a great 2025, and I'm here for us to continue it on through 2026 and keep spitting this game and doing what we do. So I appreciate y'all, and I just want to say, you know, it's been a great year, and I appreciate y'all.
Likewise.
Let me say this as well. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
No, just likewise. This year went by pretty fast for me. But I appreciate Zag, man. I really do appreciate you having me on here. And for the gentlemen and the people that call, you know, for me, you can always contact me at J Roman Way, the letter J Roman Way spelled out at gmail.com. I'll respond to there for anybody that wants, you know, some tutelage or some counseling from me. But as far as the show, man, Zag, I appreciate it like always. Real Game, No Theory, the last one of the year tomorrow.
Yes,
I'll be tuning in to that. And man, it's always fire, man. I appreciate it.
Real quick, I appreciate y'all as well. All the moderators, the ladies, Red Jet, baby girl, I saw you come through. I saw you. Right. Appreciate y'all coming through. Real Game, No Theory tomorrow, 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern. Miles, Jay, this show wouldn't be what it is without y'all here. I just want y'all to know that. Y'all are appreciated.
Yes, sir.
We out. Peace.
Peace.